This is Edna White. I just wanted to talk to you today because I realized something else regarding flashbacks. I guess this is my second series on flashbacks for myself, and I wanted to share with you exactly what I had a flashback about. And I normally tell people I don't like shopping. Because I think my reasoning was that there was too many people in there in the shopping, and my experience shopping is everyone's pushing, shoving, or what have you. But on a ride with my daughter, one day we were talking about, she asked me, "Mom, do you want to go to the grocery store?" And I said, "No." She says, "Well, you don't have anything to eat." I said, "Yeah, I think I can rustle up something." So she said, "Mom, I don't understand why you don't want to eat." And immediately I asked myself within myself, why do I do that? And it came to me like this, that every time my mom took one of us to the store, or there was something new in the house, or there was a new dress or a new hairdo or a new something in the house went off. It was either electricity, there was no heat, we had to move. Something always went awry. So I believe that I agreed in myself that shopping was not good and it wasn't something that would benefit me. And I was telling my daughter that I barely spent any money to do anything and how much I had in the account or whatever. And she says, "Well, Mom, you got to stop that." This is immediately she said this to me, "Mom, you got to stop it. I can't believe I can't get my mom to go even eat food, get some food for her to eat." And right away, I immediately said to myself, she's exactly right. A flashback that became a realization. And I realized that now I have to turn that around, and I have to now see it for why I was really doing it. Wasn't because of the made up lie that I made for myself that there was a lot of people in the store and that it's difficult, it's a lot of work. It wasn't because of that. It was because years and years ago in my childhood, I agreed that that would never happen to me. I agreed I would never get my children, I would never get my life that way. And I just wanted to reveal that to you all today, that turn your flashbacks into realizations and then change the result now. Change the result. So now what do I do with that result? What do I do with that? I guess it's a recommendation. What do I do with that? Really, that's what it is, a realization. What do I do with that realization? Well, I turn it around and add it to my life and say, I am not going to not eat because of a bad feeling of money mismanagement from my past that had nothing to do with me. You see how easy money mismanagement can interfere with your life in your adulthood from your childhood? We always have to readdress and love ourselves and invest in ourselves no matter what. Because there are realities that we tell ourselves which are really lies, that are familial things that are really family lies passed down from generation to generation. And we wonder why our abundance is not in our lives. Those are the things that you have to examine for yourself. Ask yourself, not someone else. Don't ask God, because He's not going to reveal it to you. God's internal. So you have to ask yourself first, because you're doing it to your soul, which is your whole being. God knows the answer, but He would answer everyone. He wouldn't just come down and answer a question just for you so that you can get your finances or your abundance in order. You have the answer inside, And you need to learn to turn that on, to turn that intuition on, to turn that innate preacher on to speak to you. Stop asking other people why you do this, why do you think I do it. Just ask yourself. Because think about this. If you go to a psychiatrist or you go to a counselor, they're not going to ask you any questions. They're going to ask you, well, why do you do it? And you still have to answer the question while you're paying for it, while you're paying to see that person, while you're making an appointment to see that pastor, while you're carving time out to see whomever, instead of asking yourself that intricate question that you have the answer for, we get spiritually lazy and we don't want the responsibility of knowing the answer that we already know. So all I'm telling you is when there's a flashback, you have to embrace it, go with it, and now realize what's really going on. Why am I really responding the way I am? And find the answer and then change the result. This is Edna J. White. Hope to talk to you soon.